In the aftermath of the flood, as people began to pump out their basements, clearing away the mud, and putting their lives together, a can-do attitude began to emerge.
It's all about cleanup, it's all about safety at this point.
Neighbors were helping neighbors. Calgarians who weren't affected directly by the flood came out in droves to lend a hand. In one city-sponsored volunteer drive, some 2,500 showed up to fill the 500 volunteer positions available.
Someone make a comment saying we should just have a fundraiser for folks who have been affected. You know, that's better for the community. And someone else said, Stampede will bring way more economic impact into the community than a fundraiser. Some members of the community are saying, how can the Stampede be more important than people getting in their homes? Mm-hmm. And it's not.
No.
And there's no way that someone's individual losses, including our volunteers, those are clearly more dire than having a Stampede.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know, as I said to someone, the most important attraction at Stampede is not the Chooks, it's not the Midway, it's the people.
It's the spirit of Stampede.
Yeah.
Something powerful was coming from the community, and it found expression in a catchphrase that galvanized the city. It began spreading on social media, and then just found its own momentum.
Well, we're doing it come hell or high water this year.
Here in Calgary, we can do it come hell or high water.
Hell or high water, it is perfect for the circumstances.
The attitude of hell or high water became the rallying cry for the Stampede rebuild effort too.
We got an email from a rancher who said he saw that, he thought it's our slogan, and he said that really just captures the spirit of agriculture and ranching. You gotta do what you gotta do to get it done. He says, I wasn't planning to come to the Stampede this year because we're really busy with calving, etc. But I'm coming this year. You got my respect, Stampede. So, that means something.
We've had 50 cowboys phone us today to say if you need help, we'll come and help. Don't know what you need help with, but that's the spirit of our competitors.
It's gonna happen, hell or high water, we're gonna be there.
Hell or high water, Calgary Stampede. I shared it with all my Facebook friends. Hopefully it spreads out, and I'm sure it will.
We just show up with smiles on our faces every day and say, you know what, we're gonna do it. This is Stampede 101. No one can put us down, we're gonna make it happen.
Let's do the black shirt, and then let's put this on as the patch.
Just 3 days after the flood, the Calgary Stampede responded to this public sentiment with a limited run of hell or high water t-shirts, with proceeds going directly to the Red Cross for flood relief.
We wanted to know if we could print a quick 700 shirts, and by the end of the day, that number had slowly snowballed, and last we heard it was about 2,800, and from what we're hearing now, it's going to be a lot more than that. In one day, I heard they sold 10,500 shirts, and the proceeds going to the flood victims, and I think that's another sign that Calgary, no matter what happens, we all band together and help each other out. We'll be seeing this a lot over the next little while, I'm sure.
30 or 40 volunteers came down every day to help fold and pack t-shirts. Within 4 days, a special heck or high water version was created for kids.
The Calgary Stampede, come heck or high water.
Orders began to come in from across the country and from far and wide. As hell or high water gained global momentum, the recovery effort in Stampede Park was in full swing.
We are going to have a Stampede come hell or high water.
Come hell or high water, the Calgary Stampede is the greatest outdoor show on earth, and nothing's going to stop us.
I came up and they had that painted across the front, hell or high water. Even the staffing agencies, some of them have had t-shirts, hell or high water.
Hell or high water, Stampede 101.
Come hell or high water, we're jumping in.
The spirit caught on with corporate Calgary, who purchased t-shirts for their employees here and for their branch offices as far away as Abu Dhabi and Beijing. The airline WestJet had all their staff wearing the t-shirts in the lead up to the Stampede. Courier companies lent a hand with the massive distribution effort, taking over from volunteers who till that point were personally delivering shirts to homes.
I got my t-shirt, my husband has his t-shirt, my family has their t-shirts. I think it's a great slogan, and all of the YCs have been tweeting it out, hashtag hell or high water, because it's great.
Shirt suppliers in Western Canada had to go deep into their warehouses for black t-shirts to keep up with demand. When that supply ran out, t-shirts came in from as far away as South Carolina. In the end, 160,000 t-shirts were printed, sold, and distributed around the globe in the space of 3 weeks.
And I'm getting a high five. Nice shirt. I'm gonna high five all those people wearing the hell or high water t-shirts.
Our Stampede has always been about community, and this year couldn't have really been more evidence. So many Southern Albertans coming together. At this time, we're very, very proud to present a $2.1 million check to the community for Red Cross.
On the day after Stampede 101, the Calgary Stampede was proud to present a check for $2.1 million to the Red Cross.
The community branded this Stampede with the Hell or High Water phrase. I offer my thanks for the tremendous support from Calgarians and visitors who encourage us to host Stampede 101, come hell or high water.